Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena and today I'm doing a video that is long overdue. I'm doing an Italy travel vlog. I actually traveled to Italy back in April and I took all this footage and then I never did anything with it. So I know this is not sort of my normal content, but it's a video that I've wanted to make for a while, and so I'm really happy that I get to do so now. It's a little chaotic and all over the place, but that's kind of how vacations are, so I tried my best to capture it. I hope you enjoy, and next week we'll go back to just regular software engineering, lifestyle content, so if there's anything you want to see from me, let me know. And without further ado, let's go to Italy. Oh, actually cute. I don't even like them. So the first place we visited was Isola Santa, which is in the province of Lucca. Isola Santa is a very old village built in the Middle Ages as lodging for travelers and pilgrims. But in 1950, the construction of a hydroelectric power station forced the inhabitants to leave their homes, making it largely a ghost town. However, years later, the old inhabitants decided to go back to the village to restore its ancient beauty, and a renovation project brought some life back to the lake. Even though it still remains largely a ghost town, it was really fun to visit to see the ruins and the restaurant in the area, and we had a lovely day exploring the region. Then we decided to bike around Bagni di Lucca, which was the area that we were actually staying in. We biked around on electric mountain bikes, which was really cool and provided a quick way to see a lot of the city and the countryside. We made sure to stop at this bridge, which is very uniquely shaped and one of the attractions in the area, and provides a beautiful view of the river and the country. Living this life with a different attitude, don't flip, don't trip. We then decided to take a train into Lucca, which was a must-see site as it was the main city close by and is full of historical charm. Interestingly, a lot of the archaeological remains in the city are from the 12th century, but even as the city grew, the walls that surrounded the town were maintained, which was not the case for many of the other cities in Tuscany. Eventually, the walls lost their military importance and they became a pedestrian promenade, which is one of Lucca's main attractions. The city itself is also incredibly gorgeous, as all of the buildings are historical, really giving you a feeling that you've traveled back in time. The narrow alleyways that you walk down open up to huge plazas with tons and tons of restaurants to choose from, giving you a little more breathing room and ample space to move around. So complicated. Today we're in Lucca for the day, so we're just walking around. Lucca is a walled city, so we had to basically climb over the wall to get in here. But we just had some lunch. It was really excellent in this main square, and then we're walking around, and now we're sitting on this bench overlooking this really nice garden. And yeah, just having a lovely day before we go back to where we're staying, which is sort of in the countryside of here. Tell us something about Lucca.
Lucca is a beautiful walled medieval town, which I like much more than Siena. Siena is much more famous and much larger, but Lucca is smaller and more intimate and cute, small streets, etc.
Oh, nice.
I'm already recording.
Welcome to Italy. We spent the rest of the day walking around and exploring the city, checking out a lot of the local food that they have to offer in the grocery stores and markets, and just generally enjoying the beautiful historical ruins that the area is known for. It's a really unique and amazing place to visit, and I would highly recommend it if you are ever in Tuscany. The next place we visited was Lerici, which is a beautiful coastal town, sort of a less well-known Cinque Terre. Lerici is flanked by areas that are a lot more common to visit, and while it may not be as popular as its neighbors, it is definitely quite photogenic. I really appreciated the beachfront view that we had, the lovely gelato places we went to, and the lovely pastel-colored homes that make up the area. It also had beach access, but you had to pay a small fee to do it, so we did not end up enjoying the beach. Even so, it was a lovely time and a great destination. Finally, we made it to the most iconic destination that we were visiting, Milan. When I drove into Milan, it felt like we were entering a real big city, which I kind of missed being so far from New York. We did a quick little pit stop here to get a COVID test because you need one of those to return home, but then we went over to the most iconic site in Milan, the Duomo. It has a very Gothic style of architecture, as you can tell. But what I liked even more than this was next door is the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. This is essentially a mall, but it is just completely stunning. This was definitely the highlight of the trip for me. I really loved this building. I loved that it was public to everyone and it just was completely gorgeous. I had never seen anything like it. Then we headed over to La Rinascente, which is the department store right nearby. It had a beautiful rooftop where you had a great view of the Duomo, so we had some breakfast there. We did a little walking through town, admiring people's outfits, and just heading over to the other side of town. And I taught my mom how to ride a bird scooter, which she ended up being shockingly good at. As we headed north, this area of town was a lot more modern and actually had a very techie scene to it. We stopped into a little bookstore here, and then we headed to this restaurant I really wanted to try called Ratana, which ended up being quite excellent. And that was it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm glad I got to take you along with me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Missing someone. Missing someone. Missing someone.